Okay, so this bad boy. Ooh. Um, I think it's a K. I don't know what this thing is, so I'm trying to, get other people to help me out figure out what this thing is. So this is the things that I know. For one, you might be able to see right here, if I can get the light on it. Yeah, so there used to be a logo right here, but it fell off, I guess, or it was peeled off maybe. Underneath the neck where it meets the body, there is a stamp. And the stamp, I mean, this is why I think it's a K. The stamp looks like this, right? So it's not like a K logo that I've seen, but they had a lot of different logos. It has like strangely pretty good quality components in it. Like the pickup sounds really good. It is really weird because this pickup, like that is how big it is. It's tiny, but it sounds great. The potentiometers in here, they have no crackling, no dust in them at all. The tuners hold tuning really well, but they have like a really shit gear ratio. So yeah, there's that. When I took off the neck to do the truss rod, the truss rod was loose in the neck, so I had to like let it sit for a while. The action is still pretty bad. You can still see a pretty gnarly bow up here, but it does play up until about the 15th fret. The action and the neck and all these issues. I put a little shim in here, but since the bowing on the neck is so bad, I put on super light strings and I had to prop up the bridge with some Australian $2 coins. They're the thickest coins that I had, and I figured they're metal, so they're going to transfer the vibration pretty well. I Okay, so that's almost everything that I know. For the last, I guess, clue as to what this thing might be, it says Riviera on this old case that it came with. I don't know if that's a person, like a type of Spanish music, or a place, or like maybe the person who made it. But pretty sure it's a K since it has that stamp in there, and the stamp is on the body, not on the neck, so it's not like they replaced the neck. That's pretty much all I know for as far as to what this thing might be. There's no other markings on it. There was a little bit of like adhesive stuck on here, but there was no the sticker fell off, right? So that's all I know. So what I did, I mean, that's all the information about that. But what I did to kind of fix this thing up is, I first of all just took off the pick guard and I sanded it down because it was gnarly. It had tape on it. It had like goo of some kind of like soda splashes maybe, or beer. I don't know what it was. It is cracked. I don't know if you can see that. It is cracked, and it actually is in two pieces right here. But I tried to glue it together. It didn't really hold once I got all the components in. But what I did was I sanded it down and then I painted it with like super black paint. So that's why it has like the super matte finish. It looks really good. Almost like, how matte has like that sort of fuzzy look maybe. But yeah, I think it looks really good. It doesn't get fingerprints on there. I'm kind of worried about the picks hitting it and marking it up, but that's fine. The input plate is metal, but this is plastic, and that's why it's broken. I had to. They didn't have a strap holder, so this one is from some sort of drum gear that I had years ago. I just thought it looked cool, and it does hold the strap really well. And this is just a bunch of washers that I stacked onto a screw. Whatever, it works. So I had to sand down the poles on the pickup because they were rusted to hell. And after I did that, I realized that the poles, yeah, you can see it. The three on top and the three on bottom are made of different metal. I've never seen that. The ones on the right are darker, and the ones on the right are lighter. They are like not magnetic, but they're steel. And I think this pickup sounds so good. and it's just tiny. I don't know what they did, but I want more of these. It is awesome. And I think they actually have the earth magnets along the side of it instead of underneath, which is just wild. I'm going to experiment with neodymium magnets. I'm going to throw some underneath this and just see if I can, maybe eke out a little bit more power. It is a clear pickup, no noise, and it is good sounding. It has really good tone. Weirdly, the potentiometers here. This is the volume. Yeah, this is the volume, and this is the tone. Okay, so this is the volume all the way up. This is the tone all the way down. They, for some reason, they move backwards from each other. I don't know. I polished up all the screws. I tried to get out all the dings in the paint, but there are a lot of them. Like this one here, it looks like the ding was so bad that they took like a red marker to like try to hide it. That's funny as hell. Yeah, so I took off the neck, cranked down the truss rod, as far as I felt comfortable. It like made a little cracking noise and like, Gah! The neck is in 3 parts. There's 3 pieces of wood here, which is so weird because the body appears to be just one piece. I mean, it's it's cheap considering that it's so thin and light. Like this thing weighs nothing. I need to put like a weight in here because it is so light that it's actually kind of detrimental to play. So the body is one piece, but the neck is 3 through here and then a 4th for this decorative bit on the end, all laminated together. Like, why did you do that for? Like this is so important. Why use one piece on the neck, dummies? That's the way I would do it, but I don't think I mentioned the tuning pots are like a shit gear ratio, but they hold tuning really well. And the nut, I think, just looking at like the color of it and like the density, I think it's bone, which is like this cheap guitar has got so much good shit in it. I got it for $40 at a pawn shop, and yeah. It sounds good. It plays pretty bad because of the neck issue. But if I got the neck straightened out, I think this thing would actually rip. And I'm going to try my best. I'm probably going to stick a custom logo in there. And I don't know. I was thinking about getting some wax or something. I'll probably like eventually have to repaint this thing, but I don't want to. So I might just like fill in the holes with a little red something that matches the paint pretty well, and then just like throw on some wax over the whole thing, or like some some lacquer or something. So that's pretty much all that I can think of, except just as a comment, the bridge here, getting the intonation on this is a nightmare. But it does play, and it does play in tune all the way up the neck basically until the 15th fret where it starts to buzz out. So I can't think of anything else that I want to say. Oh, I should mention that these are the original knobs, but I didn't like them against the black. Like I don't know if I like the new knobs any better. Yeah, I might throw these back on there. I don't know, I was just experimenting with it. But yeah, that's it, pretty much. I love this. So, thanks. Bye-bye.